Hey guys, MRZ Ranger here, and welcome to an update video regarding my previous video about who the 6th Ranger in Jyuken Sentai Gekiranger is. Now if you haven't seen that previous video, here's a quick refresher. Geki Chopper fit all the criteria that I could think of for a 6th Ranger, but isn't considered a 6th Ranger because of Gekiranger and some Versus movies. And because of the Versus movie Gekiranger vs. Gekiranger, Ryu and Melee are the closest things to a 6th Ranger for Gekiranger. So why have I returned to this debate? Well, there's actually more evidence for this debate, and it comes from the 11th episode of Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. Number 11, Kai. Everyone's playing tag? Sorry, I had to record it that way. In this episode, 2Kaiser starts using more Sentai gears, such as the Hurricaneger gear that allows him to borrow the powers of Shurikenger, who is the 6th Ranger in Ninpu Sentai Hurricaneger. We also get the explanation that even though they both use the same gears, 2Kaiser borrows the powers of 6th Rangers, and the main team Zenkaigers borrow the powers from the main team Rangers. So where am I going with this? Well, in that same episode, 2Kaiser uses the Gekiranger gear that allows him to borrow the powers of Geki Chopper. Which is interesting because Geki Chopper wasn't considered a 6th Ranger before, and yet this implies that he's now a 6th Ranger. This means that Toei changed Geki Chopper's classification to that of 6th Ranger. Alternatively, it could mean that Toei didn't want 2Kaiser using Ryu and Melee's powers. I don't think it's very likely, but it's still a possibility. But what do you guys think? Does this convince you that Geki Chopper is Gekiranger's 6th Ranger? Or do you think that Ryu and Melee are still the closest things to a 6th Ranger for Gekiranger? Let me know in the comments below. That should do it for this video. I thought this debate would have been over with when I uploaded that video back in December, but then Zenkaiger does this and brings the debate back to life. But hopefully this debate is over. Hopefully. If for some reason new evidence appears that brings this debate back to life again, I probably won't make another video about it. If anything, I'll just make a community post on my channel about it. But with all that being said, I'll see ya!